like we can somehow debate this out and all walk off and be friends into the sunset. Well, he said anytime, anywhere. Well, Vince, I got an offer for you, Vince Russo, and I want all your little stooges to listen real close, and I want them to tell you. I want them to play this for you because I want you to hear it. You say you want to meet me face to face, and you want me to say all these things to you in person instead of behind your back. Well, we ain't going to do it on a podcast. We ain't going to have a debate. Here's the deal. You send me a date and a time and an address. And it doesn't have to be your home address because I know you don't want me to know where you live because you probably do live in your in-laws' basement since you're an unemployed failure and you're toxic and nobody wants to have anything to do with you. And every wrestling promoter, every great wrestling veteran of the last 20 years that's ever drawn any money has nothing but bad things to say about you. Bret Hart said you ought to be hung in a parking lot. I know you don't want me to know where you live, so send me a date and a time and a neutral address, and I'll come to you. You don't have to come to me. You're in Evansville now. It's not that far away. I'll come to you. Because I know you don't have money for gas, Vince, being as you're in such a miserable state and you're living on food stamps. Your wife's probably ready to divorce you because you haven't had a job and been employed in years. So send me a date, a time, and an address. I'll come to you. Make it a public park, maybe somewhere out of the way, somewhere where there won't be too many people to intervene. And you know how to get a hold of me. My email is jimcornette@jimcornette.com, or elsewise you know how to get a hold of Bolin, obviously. He has my phone number. Your best friend and Christian buddy, Terry Taylor, he's got my phone number. I'm not going to be hard for you to contact, Vince. You don't even have to talk to me. You can just leave it on my machine or send me the email. But here's the rules. No cops, no guns, and no knives, and we both come alone. And what happens, happens. Wow. Nobody makes a dime off of it. Legit. Nobody gets any publicity off of it. Nobody's ever going to know that it's even going to happen until after it happens when nobody hears from you anymore. And because you're broke and you're unemployed and you probably don't know where your next fucking meal is coming from and you can't provide for your family, and I bet you can't even get your dick hard anymore, Vince, because you can't provide for your family and you don't feel like a man because you're one of those Christian lunatics that thinks Hillary Clinton shouldn't have been president because woman was made from man's rib. So it must really give you erectile dysfunction, you fucking piece of shit, that you can't provide for your family and you're a failure and you're a laughing stock. So not only will I come to you, not only will I meet you in a neutral location with no cops, no guns, no knives, just the two of us, but I'm going to have $5,000 in cash with me because I got that, Vince, unlike you. You don't have to bring anything. You don't even have to bring a ham sandwich. I'm going to have $5,000 in cash with me, and you can have it if you can take it away from me. So what do I got to do? You fucking fraud, you gutless coward. Do I have to call your wife a crack whore? Do I have to say your mother sucked dicks for dimes and dive bars? Do I have to tell you that your father gave government secrets to the Nazis? Just let me know, Vince. Let this gutless coward right here know where I gotta fucking meet you. Time, date, and address. And I'm bringing $5,000. And all you gotta do is take it away from me. But there ain't gonna be no talking. There ain't gonna be no debating. I'm gonna do what the fuck I've wanted to do almost since the first day I met your miserable ass. And you know it's true. You know it's true because you've talked to Bolin. And he knows exactly what I want to do to you and exactly how bad I hate you. And I'm not saying I'm a badass. I'm not saying I can whip Chael Sonnen. I'm not even saying I can whip a grown adult man because I'm old. I got a lot of energies. But you've never been in a fight, gutless pussy. I can whip you. Besides, it's not even going to be hand to hand because I said no guns, no knives. But I got a bat. I could find a stick. I don't give a fuck. I've wanted to do this for a long time. So you want to make challenges about going on people's podcasts and giving the money to charity and all this other stuff because you know that ain't going to happen because we got nothing to talk about. But I'm making you a legitimate offer. I swear on my mother's grave, if you give me a date, a time, and an address, I will meet you there and I will bring $5,000 in cash. As long as the rules are no cops, no guns, and no knives, and what happens, happens. And if you don't fucking take me up on that, you piece of shit, then shut your fucking dick liquor from now on. Because I'm sick and fucking fed up with you, and everybody else is too. You've been found out. Nobody believes in you anymore. Everybody knows what you're all about. You've stabbed everybody in the back you've ever worked with. You've killed guys' careers with your goofy gimmicks. You've made the wrestling business a fucking joke with your fucking ADD goddamn booking and your Jerry Springer show horse shit. Wow. And most of all, you're a piece of fucking shit, and I will prove it. Send me the date, the time, and the place, or shut the fuck up.